come from a family of scientists and doctors and oil people. My mom is creative, but I think I kind of realized that you have to diversify the older you get in this world of acting. So I started writing, and I've been writing since I was a kid, and I did a lot of music. I'm not very good at singing or anything, but my fans have been extremely loyal. They supported me through my musical endeavors. They supported me when I wanted to make a documentary. They made my book #1 on Amazon. They're just amazing. So, it's been I like to do lots of different things. I get bored with the same thing, and if I'm not working as an actress, I have to have some other outlet. So I run a nonprofit. I just filmed a cooking show. I do a lot of stuff just to stay busy and stay stimulated. Ivanova was a fantastic character. I spent 4+ years doing that, and it was just magnificent. She was very well written, very interesting, rounded character. It was one of the highlights of my career, definitely. Pretty much. We had a small breakdown that when we first got hired that we were allowed to look at. It was like a page out of the Bible, but if you look back on that page for my character now, for instance, it changed. So I think Joe was dealing with cast members leaving and various things that came up during the filming over the course of 5 years, so he had to change. He had to squish season 3 and 4 together, and he had to do a myriad of other things when cast members were fired or replaced or whatever. So he, everything did change a lot. I didn't know if I was going to get killed or if I lived or anything. It's a respectful thing to do when you're, when you have a writer that's created the show. It's his baby. If it was something like a contraction or something, we could get away with it. But when you have that good of writing, why would you? I never argued with him. I just said the lines because they were great. I have a definitive statement that is online and available for anybody. It was, I had another job, and I wanted the first few episodes off so that I could do that job and do Babylon 5. And negotiations just fell away because I couldn't get anything in writing, which is understandable from both sides. The movie wanted something in writing saying that I wouldn't be contractually obligated to work for B5, and B5 wanted something in writing saying to TNT, who's paying for the show, Claudia Christian is doing every episode. Okay. And I had already agreed to do the film. It was just a misunderstanding, and it was very unfortunate. Sorry for that. It's 20 years ago. Life goes on, right? I wanted a convention with full access for the fans because I had just done a series of conventions for a company who I won't name, but it was in the States, and there were no photos allowed, no videos allowed, no touching the actors, no nothing, and it was just like, really? So I decided to do an anticon where it was just a bunch of us hanging out with the fans and total access. You could videotape, you could take pictures, and of course it turned out to be wonderful for the fans that showed up, but it was during the riots in London and during the bicycle race that went right through where we were holding it, so a number of people canceled at the last minute. One Little Pill is, it's about the Sinclair method, also known as pharmacological extinction, which is a treatment for alcohol use disorder that I'm an activist advocate for, and I started my nonprofit, the C3 Foundation, to help alcoholics and their families and friends. And the documentary explains the science behind the treatment, and it also follows a few people that I put on it, including one gentleman who actually starts the treatment on camera, and it shows the efficacy of the treatment. So, and it explains it to people. So if somebody wants to go on it, they have this wonderful tool to show to their family and say, this is the treatment I want to try. And that's why I made the documentary, and also to spread the word about it. So we've already been aired in Finland on a TV station there called YLE, and now we're trying to get a US sale. So.
Thank you.